My app that I chose was Seesaw. It's my absolute favorite app ever. We use it every day in my classroom. We use it for activities. I use it to communicate with parents in my classroom. I also have my teachers, my principals connected, and they check in on our class. It's been especially useful during this time of being home because my students were already connected. Switching them over to the home learning aspect was pretty easy, and it's been nice to be able to keep up with them and see videos and send messages back and forth in this time of being apart for the past 3 weeks. So let's get into it. So when you go to the Seesaw website, if you haven't signed up, sign up for free. I'm going to take us to a dummy class first, and then I will send us to my real class. I don't want to go spend a lot of time in the real class because there's student names in there, but I do want to show you one feature in there that's really neat. So when you log in, and then if you're a teacher, you select I'm a teacher. If you're a student, that's where the students log in, and I'm a family member, that's where parents log in. So that is where everybody logs in. I'm going to click I'm a teacher. I'm actually going to use my other email address. All right, so we are going to go to one of my classes that's I had taught. So here is your journal. Here is where you can see student work. This is what it looks like from the teacher's view. Now it is up to the teacher to decide: do you want to let students see each other's work or not? Excuse me, hiccup. If you don't want them to see each other's work, then there's an option over here that you can toggle on and off. So if you tap the wrench, here's where all of your settings are. You name your class, what the grade level is. This is where you can invite co-teachers. This is where you can change the theme, the icon of your class. This is where you can choose your sign-in mode. We use one-to-one devices, and I don't like to have them log in and out every time they need to get into Seesaw. So one-to-one devices, if you only have 5 iPads or MacBooks in your class or Chromebooks or whatever you're using, then click on class code shared devices. Or if they have Google email, then they can sign in with Google email. But class code's going to be pretty easy. That's why I like for the littles, because they can just scan a QR code to be able to get in. So manage students, that's where you add your students. And right down here at the bottom it says add student. So let's add student number 890 and add student. And there we have them. You can tap on the student. You can change their name, their icon. You can put their email in. It will show you how many family members are connected and their home learning code, which has been awesome during this time of being away from each other. So let's go back up to here. Home learning codes, those are what they learn from home with. If you want them to be able to comment, this is where I'm talking about. You can toggle on and off if they tap the like button or if they want to comment. I always do, always do. New comments require approval. That way I hold myself accountable for looking at everything that's commented on. I also have that turned on for right here where it says new items require approval. That way when they submit something, I have to look at it before it goes out to their parents. Then you have enable item editing and enable sample student. Now I like sample student because you can show them demonstrations of how to do it without actually posting to someone's journal. That's a really good tool to have. And then I don't have family access on because this is a dummy class. Here's where you can turn the blog on. And let's see. I use a blog in my regular class. You can set up folders. You can add it to a folder. You can have students add it to a folder. Here you have skills. You can change how many stars, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 3, 4, 5, or 6 stars. And you can change your color scheme and save to camera roll. Now, when you invite families, you go up here to families. and I don't have it turned on. But when you have family access turned on, then we'll go ahead and turn it on. So here you can either put a phone number in or an email number, or what I like to do at the beginning of the year at parent night, I have print invites. You can check multiple languages, print invites, and I have this at the very, very top of all that wonderful paperwork we get at the beginning of the year. It's going to take a second to load. While that's loading, I'm going to hop back over here. So that's how you invite family. So there's a lot of really cool things to get them started. This is where they can post their work. My favorite's drawing, because you can do everything from here. You can type text. You can record your voice. You can take a picture. You can upload a picture from your computer. You can add shapes. You can change your background. You also can use these fabulous tools down here at the bottom and change the color of your writing. You have a glitter pen and a highlighter. Then you can also add pages to make up to 10 slides. You can save your draft. Lots of different things you can do in here. I can take another picture and add that, make it smaller. They can make collages really easy on here. You can add up to 10 pictures on a page. So let's see, here is your step-by-step directions for family invites. So when they get to open house, they have this easy peasy directions on how to get the family connected. And so they take it, scan it, or type in the code on the computer. Then you have your delete. You have upload from a computer, notes, videos. You can send them links. Now I'm going to show you really super duper quick about activities on Seesaw. We use them a lot in my class. Well, actually we use them every single day. So here are activities that we have. These are some of our e-learning ones. One of the really cool things is it says 6 responses are done and approved, 0 waiting for approval, 0 drafts, and 13 have not responded. Now, this e-learning stuff wasn't due yet, so they still have time to complete it. But I can click on, I'm not going to click on it, but I can because it shows who completed and who didn't. So lots of different things. I sent this link to them to do some coding. They can just tap on the link and it takes them right to code.org. That way their parents don't have to be like, what's code.org? How do we get there? So here's their code.org. Really, really easy. I typed in directions so they know what to do. Here's one of my little Hispanic boys. He doesn't know his letters yet. So I typed the directions and verbally gave him directions. That way he has no problem on how to do it. So lots of different things that we can use in activities. A really cool thing that they have is a community of activities, and this is one of my favorite things. If I want to go look for something Dr. Seuss week, I can type in Dr. Seuss, leave it at 2nd grade, and then all these Dr. Seuss things come up that people from around the world have created. That way all of us teachers are not reinventing the wheel and we are working smarter and not harder. So I like Seesaw because it connects students to their home, it connects me to their home, it connects me in their class. Lots and lots of stuff that they can do in Seesaw. And my tagline when I talk about it is, it's so easy, even a kindergartner can use it. So I hope you can use it too.